3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, welcome to Ricky's Rockin' Reviews. I got a pretty big haul for December as far as comic books go, so I just wanted to show everything off today. Over here to my left we have some books I got for Black Friday from cheapgraphicnovels.com. Over here in the middle we have some books that I got from Facebook Marketplace, a Facebook group called Omnibus. And over here on the right we have books that I got from eBay. So I'll start with these books over here. The Planet Hulk collection trade paperback sells a complete Planet Hulk story. I've been searching for this for quite a while now. It usually goes for around like $30. I've seen it at half-price books once, but there was other things that I wanted instead, so I left it behind, knowing I would probably find it somewhere else for a better price. And I did. I actually got the Planet Hulk Prelude trade as well with it from eBay for $25 all together. So that was a really good deal for me. I haven't read this before, but of course it's a very prominent Hulk story, especially after Thor Ragnarok. Everyone's really familiar with at least the flavor of that story. This one was really cool. This is The Wrath of the Spectre Omnibus, and this one, I think it's out of print, which is why I was willing to spend about $100 on this book. It's in really good condition. I also got this one off of eBay. It's just such a nice book. The stories I feel like they're made for me. I love all the old classic stuff. So we'll take a look at this later, but this is a really nice thick book with nice thick pages. Can't wait to read this one. Okay, and then the next book that we got was Weird Western Tales, or the first omnibus for Jonah Hex. I've always really liked this character, but I've never read any of his comics. I just kind of liked the way he looked, and I don't really know anything about his backstory either. It's just really the look. And also, one second, never mind. No, let's do it. Hold on. I got this Jonah Hex action figure from DC Universe Classics when I was just a wee little lad, tender age of like 13, when I first started collecting. And this figure always made me like the character. I can't wait to see more about him in the comics now. This was just a really nice book from the looks of it. So we'll look at the Facebook group, the Omnibus group purchase that I made. This is the first time I've bought anything from Facebook, but shout out to Doug. He's a really good guy and gave me a really great deal. I got the Tales of the Batman hardcover by Steve Englehart. These aren't stories I've ever read before, but I have a lot of Tales of the Batman books, and I really like the way everything is reproduced. Just great stuff in here. So it just fits into my collection since I have quite a few of these books already. I believe I got this one for $20, and then he also had the first three. He had the first three 1987, 1986 Suicide Squad books that he got from Ollie's, and he was selling these three for $10. So that's a heck of a deal, and I'm surprised that this story or this run has not been collected in omnibus format yet. So for this price, I had to get these three books. Couldn't pass it up. I'll go into more of the differences in the way they were printed after the first two. I'll just go into it right now. The first two books had like a thicker, shiny paper. The colors really stand out. That's how the first two are. But from the third one onwards, it's kind of like, I don't want to say newspapery, but it kind of feels like the old comic books from the 90s. And they have, of course, that smell of the ink, which is that strong ink smell, which I've come to love from a lot of DC's trades. It just brings me back to the first time I got the Death of Superman trade, but it's still really cool. And I haven't heard any announcements of an omnibus yet, but I'm sure since I've already bought these, we'll get one very soon. We'll get an announcement soon that they're gonna actually make them. But that inspired me to go out and like look for all the other ones. I found number 4 on Amazon for like $12, $13. So I went ahead and bought this volume 4 as well. There's 8 in total. I was able to find volume number 5, which is out of print and hard to find from what I could see. I couldn't find anything on eBay or on Amazon that wasn't more than like $80 or something like that. But I think it's from a little shop from, I want to say Philadelphia. I think it was Amalgam Comics for $25. So I just did a deep search online. I eventually found volume number 5, which is Apocalypse Now. So I'm glad I found that. And then I also found volume number 6, which is a little hard to find as well. I found this one at a comic book store, a local comic book store by me. So I'm excited to have that. I'm excited to have all these already. And all I have to do is find volume 7 and 8. Number 8 I plan to get from cheapgraphicnovels.com, and number 7 I think I can get from Amazon or eBay when the time comes. I just need to get a big enough order to order from Cheap Graphic Novels. I just kind of want to make sure I get the most I can. I'm waiting for Madman Library Edition Volume 2, and I'll probably add some other stuff on there as well. I got some stuff for Black Friday as well. Technically I ordered them in November, of course, but I got them in December, so I'm including them here. I got V for Vendetta. I haven't read this before and I haven't seen the movie either, but I did pick up the 4K for Black Friday as well. I think I'll be reading this and then I'll let some time go by and then I'll watch the movie and I'll probably do a comparison of the two. I'm excited to read this, a seminal work by Alan Moore, so I'm excited to do a deep dive into this. And the movie, I heard the movie was really good too. I also got I got that for $5, I think. I got the first Incredible Hulk volume of the Epic Collection. I think I got this for $8. One annoying thing that I've come to realize when you're collecting a lot of the very early stuff is for the core members of the Avengers, you'll end up double dipping a lot in a lot of the stories, and that's what I noticed here. It has Hulk 1 through 6, which I don't have, but it collects Avengers 1 and 3, and Amazing Spider-Man 14, and Tales to Astonish 59, which is an Ant-Man Giant Man story, and Journey into Mystery number 12. And out of all these, I think only 9 issues are issues that I don't have already. But it's still cool. Like when I want to focus on the Hulk, I'll pick this up and I'll have everything here instead of having to get all my other different books. So in that regard, it's nice. But when you just realize that you have a lot of the same stories reprinted in other formats or in other books, it's kind of annoying. But it comes with the territory. Also, I've been collecting the Daredevil Epic Collections. So I got volume 3, I have volume 1, and I have a lot of the late volumes. So I still need to get volume 2, but I got volume 3 from cheapgraphicnovels.com for $15. And then crown jewel of this haul is this big bad boy, the Man-Thing Omnibus. I think this is the reprint, but it includes so much of Man-Thing. It's so big. I haven't even opened the plastic yet. It's gonna take a while for me to get to this one. I have such a big backlog of books, but I got this one for like $30 on Black Friday, so it's so cool. I've always loved the Man-Thing, and I have the Heap books. I think the Heap predates Man-Thing and Swamp Thing, so I have the first 3 of those. So I've just always liked swamp creatures, so it's really cool to have this. So yeah, that concludes everything. This Jonah Hex book, I think I got it for like $40, and this was an actual bid. I just wanted to go into a little bit more of how I got this one. This is one of the pricier books, and I know I said Man-Thing was my crown jewel, but I think this one is actually, if I think about it, just such a nice book. I was able to get it for such a good price. A lot of people are asking like $100, 130, 140, but I was able to negotiate and made an offer for $90 plus $10 shipping when it was listed for I think 130. So it just goes to show that it's worth making offers sometimes, because some people are willing to make good deals, and I definitely got a good deal. And to whoever sold it to me, this is going to a very good home, and it will be treated with love and care. I've just always loved this character. I have a DC Universe Classics as well of the Spectre, and I'm just very excited to get into this character. There's some really cool stuff in here, so I can't wait to dive in. I'm diving into all these books. Okay, that was my last thought. Thank you. And honestly, I'm glad I made it through this video without knocking down Batman and Superman trying to get this guy, so. Whew. Thanks for watching.